So this is the much awaited and most anticipated launch of this year in the Indian car market, the Hyundai Santro. So giving you guys a quick overview, the Santro comes built on the K1 platform, and forming the perfect foundation is a super strong body structure made up of advanced high strength steel that promises superb rigidity and durability. Talking about the design, well, the design is kind of a strong point for this car. It looks nice and cute, and also at the same time it looks very premium for a car in this segment. We get swept back headlamps up front that look nice and neat. The front grille looks more pronounced and striking now. The fog lamps come well integrated. We also get powerful bonnet lines that make the car look slightly bigger than its preceding model. Now coming to the profile, the Z-shaped character lines add a bit of sportiness to the car. The integrated turn indicators on the outside rearview mirrors also look classy and very upmarket. We get 14-inch wheels with 165/70 tires for the top spec sports and Asta variants, whereas the rest of the variants get 13-inch wheels. We do not get alloy wheels, but we do get these neatly done wheel covers. We also get body colored door handles that further enhance the car's premium feel. At the back we get tail lamps that sort of remind me of the Celerio to some extent. In fact, the entire tailgate reminds me of the Celerio, but the design as a whole looks pretty cohesive. Nothing sticks out oddly. I also like the treatment given to the rear bumper, which looks a lot more appealing now. Moving inside, the interior for a car in this segment is just on another level. It looks super premium with soft touch plastics all around. The round AC vents at the end look like they've been taken straight out of the Mercedes A-Class. The central AC vents are also huge, which in my opinion would result in quick cabin cooling. Talking about the AC vents, we also get dedicated rear AC vents at the back, which is really great. There's also enough room at the back to accommodate 3 average size adults. Overall, the new design is bigger. It's taller and wider now to accommodate more space inside the cabin, but the overall length has been shortened to make it more compact and street friendly. Talking about the storage spaces, we get a spacious glove box that will always come in handy. We get bottle holders on all 4 doors, which is great, and the boot space is also quite decent for a car in this segment at 235 liters. Now this can be further increased by folding down the rear seat. I love the way the steering wheel has come out for this car. It offers a nice and chunky feel, and especially with the volume and phone controls on it, it feels a lot more premium for a car in this segment. The instrument cluster comes well illuminated, and we get a 2.5-inch multi-information display with the readouts including distance to empty, average fuel economy, average speed, etc. Safety wise, we get ABS and a driver airbag as standard across all variants, which is great. We also get other safety features like speed sensing auto door lock and impact sensing auto door unlock. Now looking at the engine specs, we get a 1.1 liter engine with 2 variants. The petrol variant puts out 69 PS of max power and 99 Newton meters of max torque. We get 2 transmission options for the petrol. We have the manual variant as well as the AMT variant. The CNG puts out 59 PS of max power and 84 Newton meters of max torque. The CNG variant can hold up to 8 kgs of gas. Now the mileage claim for the petrol is 20.3 kmpl, while for the CNG variant it is 30.5 kilometers for a kg of gas. Now talking about the features that this car misses out on, first of all, we do not get tilt or telescopic steering. Secondly, we don't get seat height adjustment. Thirdly, we do not get alloy wheels even for the top spec variant. And fourthly, we don't get automatic climate control. Now setting this aside, we do get a truckload of other premium features like the 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system, which supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay and comes with voice command feature. We get 4 speakers all around that sound amazing and offer good bass. We get a reversing camera that offers a very good view even at night. We also get rear parking sensors and keyless entry. We also get some clever touches like the centrally placed power window buttons such that the front passenger also can operate them easily. The AC gets eco coating technology that frees the cabin from any foul odor and helps the car passengers breathe fresh air always. And coming to the price, the new Santro has been launched at an introductory price of rupees 3.89 lakhs ex-showroom, and this price goes all the way up to 5.64 lakhs ex-showroom for the top spec AMT variant. Now Hyundai claimed that this introductory price will last for the first 50,000 bookings only. Please note that the booking as of now can only be done online, and I've mentioned the link in the description portion below such that you can head directly to the booking page. So with all of this theory part out of the way, let's jump straight to the test drive reaction section now.
So
the first drive reaction and impression, first drive impression video. My detailed, okay, the power window controls are over here, and let's start up the new Santro. Okay, AB is on. Okay, let's turn on the AC. The clutch is super light, and this car brings several fond memories to everyone, I suppose. So the back support is pretty good. I love the seats even while doing the interior exterior walkthrough video. So bro, can you just turn off the phone? This is what happens when you try to record live. So this gentleman, the showroom executive, is helping me shoot the video. Your good name, bro?
Vamshi.
Vamshi is helping me, so thank you, Vamshi. And this is the real thing. I mean, the first drive reaction video, the impression. Okay, let's turn down the high beam. I don't know why people use high beam in city limits. That's really dangerous. Now getting back to the car itself, the cabin feels super premium. That's what I love about all Hyundai cars. They try to better themselves each time, and they try to better the competition by raising the bar of expectation. Okay, now the cabin is silent. So far the windows were open. So now the cabin quietness, I mean how quiet the cabin is pretty apparent. Like, you can't hear much of the noise that's happening outside, and it's well insulated. The steering feel is very good. And talking about raising the bar of expectation, I mean Hyundai does it better than anyone else. That is what the brand is known for. And each time they've come out with a new launch, they've tried to raise the bar of expectation in that particular segment, be it with the i20 Elite or be it with the Creta. They've just tried to challenge themselves in terms of offering better features, better build quality, and better fit and finish, better driving experience. That's what you get, and that's what people have started to expect from the brand itself. The conversations that I had with few of the customers, that video is playing separately. You can find the link in the description portion below, where some of the Maruti car owners and other car owners reacted to the new Santro. So this has been the ideal city car. Now the Santro means so much to so many families out there. There was a pre-launch campaign that featured the real life stories of families which cherished those memorable moments of their first car in the family, and those moments are priceless, where you have kids, you have your better half, and these precious moments are made special thanks to this car called the Santro, which has been there for over 2 decades, which is phenomenal, and yet it hasn't lost its charm. So that's the best thing about the car. In fact, my cousin used to own the Zing. It lasted him for over 10 years without giving him any issue. I recently drove in that car, and I was seriously surprised by the kind of refinement it had on offer post that 10-year of lifespan. So coming back to this car, what I like about the Santro, the new Santro, is its exterior look exudes that premium feel, that upmarket feel. But as soon as you get into the cabin again, it further takes that premium feel to the next level, because when you look at the price bracket at which this is being launched, the dash looks very well made, soft touch plastics all over, and the AC vents are of good size. Especially the corner vents remind you of the Mercedes A-Class. That's how sporty and new age they look. And you get this 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system with a reversing camera and whatnot. I mean, this entry-level budget hatch segment hasn't seen this kind of build quality, this kind of value being packed into a machine so well before. And talking about the performance, the engine is nice and quiet, as you can see. There's no noise apparent, simply ambling around. We get a 1.1 liter engine that puts out 69 PS of max power and 99 Newton meters of max torque. We get a 5-speed gearbox. The gearbox works fine. It's not notchy. It's nice and smooth. I love the clutch feel because that is very important in city. If the clutch is heavy, the clutch travel is more. It gets to you in stop and go city traffic, where you end up having almost a leg workout by the time you're through with the city traffic. But that's not the case here. I love the way the clutch feels. It has a nice light feel to it. The travel is not too far. One gentleman just stared back and gave a thumbs up. Maybe he noticed the new Santro, and that's a bullet for you. You can make out with the exhaust. So another thing is the acceleration. Well, for that you have to wait for my detailed comprehensive review. This is just a short spin that I'm allowed to do thanks to Sabu Hyundai. So the steering feel is also nice and easy, nice and light, and you can easily steer it through city traffic. So that's not much of an issue. Stepping on the gas, it takes a little bit of time. You can't expect outright power right from the word go. There's going to be a test of the turning radius now. Can you just shift to this windscreen? Yeah, we have very short turning radius here in this particular section of the road. We have to take a U-turn. We can't reverse, so let's see whether the car passes this challenging U-turn test. So yes, that's another big thumbs up. Oh, you have some kind of a sporty grunt as well. I think the Santro is trying to prove me wrong. Good pickup, more than sufficient for city conditions. As one gentleman just now said in my conversation with him, he said this is kind of an ideal city car. Nice and compact and easy on the pocket, good fuel efficiency. I mean, for the petrol, I think it's around 20.3 is the claim. 20.3 kmpl is the fuel, the mileage claim. The suspension is also very good. Now we've just went past a rough patch, so that is also a very impressive and very important thing when you're choosing a car, because we are known to have really bad roads. Craters and all sorts of potholes on the roads, on our Indian roads. But thankfully the suspension is very well tuned. You get good amount of it's not too stiff to bother you. At the same time, it's not too soft to leave you bouncing all over the place. Gets just the right amount of damping such that it can swallow any kind of undulation effortlessly. So overall, the driving impressions, the first drive impression is pretty impressive. The cabin gives you a sense of premium feel, which is a notch higher than the segment that this car finds itself in. So that is a big plus that would fall to the car's advantage. So can you just point it on the display, and I'll just slot it into reverse. As you can see, this is pitch dark. It's night time now, and yet the visibility is so clear, and you get these guidelines also such that you can be aware of what's happening and what's not. So I just hope this quick reaction video was useful to you. I'm talking about the steering. The steering feel is very good. The 3-spoke steering wheel with volume controls and the